There is a movie with a character named Fly Guy, and he filled his platform shoes with goldfish. Hey there, it's Margaret. In today's video, we're going to take a peek at some of the things that I picked up at garage sales. Not this past weekend, maybe the weekend before. Most of the things I have gotten listed. I'm trying to stay on top of my inventory and not getting too much of a backlog. So maybe there's a couple of things here that I have not listed yet, but we're going to take a look at what I picked up, what I paid for it, and how much I think I'm going to make on these items. I have to say, a number of these I got for free at a garage sale. Gotta love the free pile. Always check it out. This lady had like a whole free section. It was in the video where I did they had the airstrip in their neighborhood. So a lot of that was from that neighborhood garage sale. So first item is not from that. I picked up this is a vintage ashtray. Actually, I got two, so I'll go ahead and do them at the same time. Why not? Two vintage ashtrays. They are this sort of cherry red or like tomato soup red almost. And they are, you can see on the back, Arizona, USA. One of them has a dancing guy and cactus. And then the other one has a teepee, a wigwam. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. 2 tens. So I picked those up for 75 cents a piece at a garage sale. Let's take a look at what I think I'm going to be able to get for them. Ashtrays. I do use eBay to look up solds, but that is not the be-all end-all that I use for coming up with the price that I'm going to put on an item. I will do a Google search, because when I do a Google search, it will pull up listings from other sites as well. eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, wherever. And I do this and I click on images instead of shopping, because if I look at shopping, it's just going to pull up things that are available right now. But when I look at images, this is sort of a workaround, because I get asked the question, how do you find sold prices on Etsy? Well, when you're looking for things under the images, Etsy doesn't delete after 90 days on eBay, where it all goes away, all the information. So even if you have something that's sold on eBay, on Etsy, the information is still there. So you might find it in that way, which we will on one of these items. So as you can see, I found two of the Arizona Pottery red ashtrays, one through Etsy, one it's a Pinterest link, which actually leads to Etsy, and none on eBay, but as you can see, there are other sites, so I can kind of start getting a better idea of what I might ask for my item. So when I click on this one for Etsy, it pulls up Arizona ashtray, and I can see that this one with this Thunderbird is $23.50. It's up for sale still. This is another one that's up for $40. It's not red. I think the red one's gonna be a better, it's flashier looking too. Here are my two listings. As you can see, I ended up listing them for $35 because I couldn't find another one like them. Now, I also wanted to check out this one and see what it sold for. And when I clicked on it, it shows this. Sorry, this item sold. So here's what you do. To find out what this item sold for, that you go to the site Flipper Tools. This is a free site. And you can go to their Etsy sold price. They've got other things too, but you'll look for Etsy sold price. And then you'll take the URL way up at the top up here, this web address, copy it, and then put it in here, and then click OK. And then it pulls up the item and what it sold for. So I can see that this sold on Etsy for $25. Now I do want to look at eBay as well, because I'm going to have it listed on eBay and Etsy. So I want to see, what my competition is, of course. I see that there are 10 results for Arizona USA ashtray, and none of them are exactly like mine. There's this cool blue one. Neither of them have their price as high as mine. I'm okay with that. And then we'll take a look at sold. Scrolling, sold listings down here. And I can see there are 3 Arizona ashtrays, whether they're the brand like Arizona USA. There we go. Yeah. That have sold recently. Here are a few other ones that sold at different times, but they're not like mine really. So I'm pretty comfortable with the price that I put on them. There's none out there like them. So I think that me putting 35 bucks on them, if somebody really wants them, then that's the price they're going to pay for them. The next two sweeties I got also at the same garage sale. I love picking up vintage items. And so these little pandas are just perfect. They're vintage little pandas, and they're perfect for like little succulents or something like that. I mean, they're just perfect. And now that little succulent gardens are really in, I think that they're going to do pretty well. Did I find a lot of panda stuff when I was researching? Yes, I did. But I think somebody's going to really like the uniqueness of these little ones, and that they are vintage and they're not going to look just like what everybody can order off Amazon or something. I paid 75 cents a piece on these as well from that same garage sale. Let's take a look at what I found out about them. Next up is the little pandas that I got. And once again, I start with a Google search. If I'm out and about, then I usually will go straight to just do an eBay search. But when I get home, I'll do the whole eBay search, etc. But if I'm on the fly, like just look on eBay real fast, unless it's something really super cool. So when I look here, I did have to, because at first I put panda, tiny planter, succulent, and I ended up having to come back in and add vintage to it because I was seeing a lot of, like this, that's from Walmart, kind of like my elephant, that are going to be really mass produced. So somebody might not want one that's like that. They're going to want like, I want one that looks more unique, vintage, etc. So that's why I got that one. So I'm trying not to look at those to compare my prices. That's not going to be one that I use to sway me one way or the other. I could not find one like what I have at all. So that is actually my listing right there, because when I was going through, I was like, oh, look, there's one. No, that's mine. So I do, these are mine over here. I listed them separately, $17.99 a piece. And okay, that's it. That's all the research I did for you. Yeah, I just went ahead and kind of looked at what was out there and then decided, well, I couldn't find one like them. This is my rationale for so many things. You hear me say it a lot. If it's something unique, you don't find one just like it, it's going to be right for somebody and they'll be willing to pay, like even if there's a Walmart one for like $10 or $5, like, I don't want one that, my friend down the street has. I want one that looks unique. I've got a whole vibe going in my succulent garden. It's got to be vintage cool. And so they'll want that one. This I got in the free pile. I had to get it. It reminded me of a tribble from Star Trek. It's this furry pom-pom, and it's got this loop on it. So it could be worn as like a keychain or as a purse adornment, or on the back of a backpack, like for a zipper pull. It has so many functionalities. And if you're a Star Trek fanatic, then this little tribble is perfect for you, darling. Sell it, Margaret. Anyway, so this was free. And let's see what I think I can make on this cutie little tribble. Okie dokie, the tribble purse pom-pom. There's so many different tags you could use for this as far as keychain, zipper pull. I think I put all of this stuff here. So this is actually my listing. Furry, tribble, keychain, purse, pom-pom, ornament. I need to put zipper pull in there because that's another, somebody might want it for a zipper pull. So this is there's just a catnip toy. There's a few up there, but not really a ton. Maybe if I did a search for keychain. But well, that was it. That's all I pulled for you. Okay. Yeah, I ended up listing it for $12.99. I felt like that was a reasonable price to ask for this. And I'm going to do tribble Pom Pom Keychain. Because I remember seeing more than just that. So yeah, okay, here we go. So here's one that's like $11.99, and I feel like I for sure saw more when I was doing my search. And this is just what's up for sale. So let's look at Imagens. Imagens? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so yeah, there's a few out there here and there. So I'm pretty happy with what I've got on mine. The next item I got from the free pile at that garage sale, and it is a pair of Google promotional sunglasses. And I liked to pick them up, or I wanted to pick them up, one, because they were in pretty good shape. The glass was not all scuffed up. There were another pair of sunglasses I picked up that ended up in my redonate pile, because once I got them home and saw they were like really scuffed and scratched, I was like, not going to bother with those. But these are in pretty good shape, and they're promotional sunglasses. So whether they were given out at a, who knows what, at an event, at a Google function, or who knows. So I thought, okay, I'm going to grab those and look those up. And I actually only saw two. Well, one of them was mine. Now that I think about it, wait, one was mine. I only saw one Google promotional sunglasses up for sale. Let me look again at this set at the sold. But I was like, hey, they're free. Let's get them. And here are my promo Google sunglasses. Again, I only saw one other pair. Yeah, other than mine. And there were these just multicolored ones. I really like the black and the lime green, but then again, I'm partial to those colors. So we'll see. Did I see any sold? Is that what this next tab is? No, that's just mine. Okay. The free pile had a few other tins, and now in hindsight, I was like, I should have just picked them up because they were free, but I didn't. I don't know. I was feeling like hoardery at the moment, and I got that question before, like, why aren't you looking stuff up when you're, I don't know, you just get into a weird funk or a weird mood, and you're like, I feel like I'm getting too much stuff from the free pile, and maybe I should have just gotten over it. Whatever. She was trying to get rid of it, so I should have just gotten the other tin, because there was another tin that had a butterfly, like a vintage one. I mean, it's free. I should have gotten it. Live and learn. All right. So this is a metal tin. The brand is Churchill's, and it's Nature's Friends Luxury Jellies. Da 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 da. So it's from England. The maker. I'm going to show it to you upside down because so be it. So yeah, I did put Nature's Friends in my listing, but I think I also put like Garden of Eden and stuff like that, because somebody might be decorating a nursery or something like that with animals. I guess I could put Noah's Ark, but there's no ark on it, but there's lots of animals, 2x2, right? Anyway, so let's take a peek at what this cute little tin might sell for. So here's my Churchill's animal tin. I looked this one up again through Google search, looked at the images so I could see if there were some on other sites other than eBay, and if there were any sold that were out there. And I actually did not pull that up on this one, so we'll pull it open. But what I did find, let's peek at this and see if it's a sold. I didn't look. Okay, that's mine. So this one is actually up for $30. Mine is up for $20. And I like my odds. It's looking good. And my pictures are good too. Okay. So over on eBay, there were 5 results for Churchill's Animal Tin. And one of them is mine. So you can see that the others are not the same at all. One of them was like barnyard animals. And then did I peek at the sold? Let's see. That. Yeah. Okay. So there is one that sold for about $10. So I'm willing to wait. I mean, it was a free item. My pictures look pretty good. There's not a lot up there. It may sit for a little while, which I'm okay with. It was free. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but we'll see. After time, maybe I drop the price, or it might be something that eventually, I don't know. I don't. Every so often I'll get a wild hair that I need to clear stuff out, but I'll probably leave it up for a while. Just list it and forget it kind of deal. This beauty was also in the free pile. I enjoy selling plush. I try to pick up ones that I think will sell, like unusual animals or ones that are maybe vintage that are pretty cool. I like to make sure they're in good condition. I don't do a ton of plush, and I don't want to pick up any that's like gross that I'm going to have to put a lot of work into cleaning. So when I saw this cutie there, I was like, oh, she's like perfect. She's in great shape, totally clean. Almost looks like it was bought as a souvenir when they went somewhere and then just like brought it home and were like, oh, okay, put it on the shelf. So this is from Viart. Hang on, let me show you the tag. There's the little mousey. And upside down. There you go. Viheart LLC. And this, they actually have a website, but this one is not available on their website anymore. So let's take a look at what I think I can get for it. And it's all profit. It's free. So here's our Viheart stuffed leopard plush big cat lying down. And this one is named Leah the Leopard. And this is their site, Viheart. But when I looked last time, they were not available anymore. They were sold out. Oh no, she's there. Now she's available. Okay, maybe they're up and available. So here's my thinking on this. Because I do have mine up. That's not mine. This is a sold one that was a larger one. Lahari leopard that sold for $42. Mine I have up for $19.99. Okay, so here's my thinking. And this is where I get comments like, you're a scammer. Oh, well. My thinking is someone is going to want this leopard. Either they know about this site or they don't, but they go to eBay or they go to Google or wherever and they're searching for a plush leopard. They may or may not find the website that it's from. And it is not my responsibility to tell them, oh, P.S., you can get it new over on the website. That's not my job. This is the moment where you might be like, you're despicable. No, I'm going to put it up for $19.99. It's in great shape, and I have best offer turned on. And if somebody wants to buy it for my price, they can buy it for my price, or they can go and get it from the other side. Honestly, when I made the price, they were sold out on the other side. So I was like, okay, great, no biggie. But that doesn't mean that I have to go in and change my price because they're now available. Clearly, they might become unavailable again, and mine may be the only one available. So, oh well. I'm going to leave it. Fight me. Next up is this bowl that I got. It's like this Mexican pottery bowl. There's the Hincho in Mexico on the back. And it's got these really cool calla lilies in it. And you know what? It's bothering me. I can't remember where I got it. I don't have that much stuff already. So I feel like I need to go back to do some of my like ride-alongs and figure out like, did I thrift this or pick it up at a garage sale? I can't remember. And usually because I have taken the pictures for it, I usually take a picture of the label or the sticker on it before I peel it off, just so I have it for this very reason. So that leads me to believe that I probably got it at a garage sale. Maybe it didn't have a sticker on it. Anyway, gotta keep an eye on that, Margaret. So this is calla lily. I did see a couple of these up when I was researching. What I didn't find was one that had this like scalloped edge. So I think that one gives mine a little more interest, a little more je ne sais quoi, if you will. So I can't imagine that I spent more than $1 or $2 on this. Let's take a peek at what I think I can sell it for. So here's my calla lily Mexican pottery dish, and I didn't see any that were scalloped like mine around the edges. Do you call that something else? It's like a petal, but scalloped. Yeah, I didn't see any that were scalloped like mine, but they're anywhere. I guess I have to take a peek at what size some of these are, because that one's up for $50, that one's up for $44. Are they big? Are they bowls? Are they trays? What's going on with that? Why is the price so much? So that's a little more research that I have in front of me, because I haven't. Oh, look, there's one that's scalloped. I have that research ahead of me because I have not listed this one yet. That is one of the ones I haven't done yet. Yeah, this one's up for $19.99. Talavera pottery, cobalt blue, calla lily. So, I mean, honestly, I'll probably will end up putting it up for around the $20 mark, unless I find something else along the way that makes me think I should list it for more. I don't remember seeing that many that were sold, though. I feel like I looked and now I don't have it listed up, pulled up here anymore. I picked up this Pabst blue ribbon hat, and in hindsight, it maybe was not the best pickup, but I spent either $1 or $2 on it at a garage sale. It has an embroidered patch on the front, red, white, and blue, so those are going to be winning colors as far as if someone's looking for something with more colors, then that's going to be great. I saw a couple of them like this. There were a number of Pabst blue ribbon ball caps, snapbacks, etc. up. But only a few that were exactly like mine. So let's look at that. So here's the Pabst blue ribbon hat. This is an eBay search. And as you can see, there's 33 results. I did include the word embroidered on mine so that there's not usually going to be any screen printed ones or things like that. That one looks like it might be. Yeah, blue foam mesh. But here's one similar to mine, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Here's another, around 20 bucks. 21 on this one, $16.70 on that one. There are a few like them. Did I click on solds? Did I show that? Nope, that's just my listing. Let's click on solds. Because I do like to see, are they selling? That would help, right? So there are 21 sold, so good deal. So there's a bunch up. There's also, it's not that they're not selling, it's pretty steady, it looks like. So I ended up putting mine up for $20. It was a little higher than some, a little less than others. I was happy with it because it's in great shape. So good profits. All right, and then at the garage sale where they had the free pile, I got this little elephant planter. This one does have a drain hole in it, so that's a perk. And it comes with a little tray. I spent $0.25 on this one. Wake up, you. I spent $0.25 on this one at that garage sale, and I'm not 100% sure that this is really old. I don't think it's super vintage, but because it can be used to make something else, I can still list it on Etsy as a supply. Because let's say someone was going to take this and make it into a fountain or something. I don't know. So I listed it, a pin cushion, whatever. I listed it as a supply on Etsy for that very reason. And then these what else did I get? I thought I got something else from a thrift by accident. Okay. These I actually got from Goodwill. Look, the color changes. I don't sell a lot of shoes, but when I saw these, they are YRU, and they are these platform shoes. They're amazing, aren't they? I think I spent $12.99 on these. As soon as I did look these up, because if I'm going to sell something that I don't normally sell, like shoes, then I want to make sure I'm not spending 12, 13 bucks on something that's definitely going to be a flop. So I looked those up, and they are a pair that can sell. It is a brand, Bolo. Keep an eye out for them. We're going to take a look at those. And this is a pair that, because I'm asking so much for them, I did make a video to put in my listing. And I have gotten a comment about that recently about, it's not, I think it's against, somebody said it's against eBay's policy to put videos in listings because it slows the site down. Well, I mean, that's like ancient history. That's definitely the way it used to be. They don't like active content in their listings anymore. But you can put a video in your listing using a code, which I'll link. I don't know which site it links up here. I'll link it because you can put a code in there to include your video in your listing. It opens it into another tab so it doesn't slow the site down. So I did do that for these. I had a lot of fun making that video too. For that listing. Here are these YRU platform shoes. They're so cool. I might have worn something like this in my younger days, only I would not have been caught dead in pastels back in the day. In my high school years, it was black or nothing. Yeah, these black ones though, hell, I would have had those on my feet. On my feet, please. We weren't called goth back in the day. It was a new wave or punk or whatever. They didn't call us goths back then. That was something, I guess. I never heard that term till much later. Anyway, moving on. I'm aging myself. Keep an eye out for YRU shoes because as you can see, there are some really cool ones out there and they can sell for a really, really good price. These are new, but let's look at eBay. So on eBay, I just put in YRU shoes. There are platform shoes, there are non-platforms, etc., etc., tennis shoes, heels. But there are 161 YRU shoes. That's not my listing. That's my listing. And let's see. Oh, I know I pulled up solds. I was trying to avoid scrolling too much. But they're really funky fun. There are some, like here, just like some black tennis shoes looking one. But of course, they didn't sell for as much. So keep an eye out for that brand, YRU. Look, can I fill it with what I want? Because that would be awesome. What would you fill if you had platform shoes that were clear? And don't say, I would never wear those. Just pretend for a half a second you would. What would you fill them with? And if you can tell me, bonus points, there's a movie. There is a movie with a character named Fly Guy, and he filled his platform shoes with goldfish. And if you can tell me the name of that movie and what award Fly Guy won, then you get major bonus points and props from me, because it's a classic. I can recite his poem, hint, from heart. Like right now, if you asked me to do it, oh, Nadine commented on something. If you asked me to do it, I could recite it, but I can't even start it because it begins with a profanity. Okay, moving on. Platform shoes. So here's my listing. I listed them for $97.95. Did I look at the solds for y'all? No, I didn't. Let's go peek at solds because I like to see. Oh, these are solds. Okay. So sold listings, there were 50 sold. So 100 and something up for sale, 50 something. So that's pretty good as far as, is it going to sell eventually? Yes. And this is one of the listings that I did put my video in. Here it is. And watch, you'll see. It opens in a new tab. See, so you can start it over here. And I made it like a little stop animation. It was so fun. Anyway, and again, I'll link that. I've linked it, as far as how to put a video in your listing, because it really can help your items sell. And this is another one that I actually got at a thrift store instead of a garage sale. This is a little silver plated jewelry box. I spent more on it than I really probably should have. I bought it for $4, but I still think I can get a good return on this one. They're easy to take pictures of. They're easy to ship. They're easy to list, so that makes it a little easier for me to do as well. And also, it's not very ornate. Somebody might want one that's got like repoussé, like embossed flowers all over it, etc., etc. And then someone might be looking for something a little more understated. So I liked that for that reason, because it was understated, man. All right, our silver plate jewelry box. I did type in rectangular. I did not set the caveat about like just plain or minimalist or whatever, but that would be another if I were looking, because as you can see, so many of them are very ornate, and they've got this repoussé or embossed like flowers and designs, etc., etc. Right. So when we're looking over on eBay, I'm seeing sold listings for my exact, because I put in a lot of words up here, but there were a few sold. I don't really pay close attention to the auctioned ones because I don't generally auction things off. So this one sold for $9.99 on auction, and it's just like mine. There was another one. Hang on, I'm scrolling to get it so I can show you. I know it was there. Here it is. Another one also auctioned, $16. So I have not got mine up yet, but here's another on Etsy, and it's up for $16 or so. So I'm probably going to put mine up for $20-25, just based on, see, here's another that's similar-ish, that's $45. I mean, people just, it's like one of those things where people are going to want what they want, and it doesn't matter. Like if you saw this one's $45, well, I don't care. This is what I'm looking for. I want this one that's got flowers on it, or it wouldn't matter that you got one with some people dragging a child away. What's up with that? What's the story there? Why isn't he dressed? Okay, moving on. It won't matter that one's $39.50 because I don't want to see a child being kidnapped. I want some roses on mine when I'm looking for my jewelry. In the free pile, there was also this California Republic backpack. There were actually two. There was a white one I got and a black one. And the white one was a bit dirty. It wasn't as noticeable when I picked it up, but when I got it home and started looking it over to take pictures, like, it's got a little more dirty spots than I really wanted to contend with for a free item that might sit for a little while. So the only one I listed was the black one, and the white one I went back in my donate pile. But for a free backpack, let's see what I'm going to do. There are 21 listings up for California Republic backpack black. Now there are other colors, but I wanted to just see how many of the black ones there were. So there's a few. This is actually my listing right here at $19.99, but you can see there's a few others right around, $20-25. I wanted to make mine, competitive, but not most expensive, because I don't want it sitting around, really. I mean, I have best offer on it as well. So if somebody came along and offered me, $15, I would take it, because it's all profit for me at this point. I realized, oh, I gotta show the solds. So there are 6 sold, and 2 of them are like the one I've got. So it's showing, they're selling. They're not super fast sellers as far as the black ones, but they're selling. It'll get sold eventually. It's chugging along. Let me know what your favorite item was, or tell me something that you picked up lately that I should be looking for, because I think we really work better when we're working together. So I've shared some things with you. You share with me something that you have found lately that you have sold for a great profit. And I'll see you soon. Bye.